Feels good. All right, so I am Lena, and welcome to our GBSA community yoga class, online yoga class. And so today, because it is kind of like a Valentine's Day month, and I just wanted to keep it kind of lighthearted, but also, just theme around this month, around this holiday. And so the theme that I came up with is hearts and hugs. And the thought about it is that, our heart, like when we think about them or try to kind of discover what lies within our heart. And I think of it as, that ability that we have to love unconditionally, to find that genuine forgiveness, the curiosity for life, the growth experience, and it's just there's a lot of going on in our space here, in the space of our heart, and so sometimes also we may identify with our ego, and it's not necessarily bad that we have it, that we have maybe a certain sense of accomplishment, that we feel for what we are doing. But sometimes our ego tends to get in the way and may kind of tell us stories about ourselves in a way to where it might not be suitable for us. And so like I'm not worthy of something, or I am, I'm broken, and many other stories like that. And so the idea of it is just to kind of look deeply within and search and just notice what is there, and maybe work with it and see how we can, find that either with curiosity and understand what we're feeling and experiencing at this time, or also just have that compassion and gratitude for ourselves, and just inviting that those kind, just happy, gentle kind of thoughts that are productive, that help us to be productive and compassionate to ourselves. So hugs and kisses is today's class, and so we will be working with opening of a heart. So as we begin the class, so I will move eventually to the back, but let's go take this time sitting on your mat, on your, wherever you're at. Maybe it's the floor, maybe there's a blanket spread out. So as you are sitting up kind of tall with your spine, so take a moment here. If you want to close your eyes, you may. Or maybe you want to release the palms down on your knees. Or maybe there's a desire to bring the tops of the hands so the palms are up. And sometimes that may feel a little bit different because we're opening our palms. And so, but we also are cueing to ourselves, to our body, that we are feeling secure in our space. And so there's just kind of a way to, maybe we want to be with ourselves, or maybe we want to continue to communicate to the body about that sense of security that we're creating. So take this moment to connect with your breath and just acknowledge everything that has been your experience, maybe this week, and maybe the past week, just maybe life experience. And welcome yourself here on the mat. Just feel your breath gently coming in through the nostrils and coming out. taking a few breaths like that, sensing and noticing. Maybe the shoulders are gently rising with the inhalation and releasing gently with the exhalation. And as you can continue to connect with your breath, go ahead and begin to spread the arms out to the sides, just like wings. And as you exhale, go ahead and give yourself a hug. Our first hug today. So bringing the palms, wrapping them around the opposite shoulders. Just take this time to welcome yourself. And then again, inhale, open the arms wide. Switching the side so the other arm is on top, then exhale and just greet yourself in this time right now here on the mat, sharing this time together. And then allow for the arms to release. We're going to bring our palms on our heart. You may close the eyes, you may keep the gaze soft, maybe draw the eyes down to the floor. And as you take this time here, just feel that heart beating under your palms. Tick, tick. Sensing maybe even kind of the sound that it makes. Maybe creating an intention for practice, maybe certain desire arising, but allow the desire to be loud for you, maybe repeating it a few times. We're going to interlace the fingers in front of our heart, and as we inhale, begin to press them out, the palms out. And exhaling, bringing them back to the heart. And then inhale, reach the arms up and feel that lengthening, like you're growing taller to the sky. And then exhale, bringing the palms back to the heart. Let's do this 3 more times, just like that. Inhale, lengthening through the arm length. Exhale, feel the heartbeat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down to the heart. 2 more times, just like that. Breathing in and out. And here, allow for the arms to release down to the sides of the body. It's kind of flowing freely here. We're going to release the right palm down on the side, onto the side. And to move a little bit back. And from here, we're going to, with the next inhale, reach the left arm up. And maybe even lean. Maybe you want to kind of walk the right palm a little bit out, leaning to the right, taking this arm overhead. And the fingers spread out, just play with it. Maybe the gaze is out to the sky. Maybe there's an opportunity or desire either to stay here or bend in the elbow and bring the palm to the back of the head and just open up to the left a little bit more. Just notice the sensations in the body. Allow for the heart to just let space to expand. And then slowly we're going to come back to center. Take that inhale. Release the left palm down on the mat and exhale here. And then with the next inhale, reach the right arm up. And again, kind of sink into this pose. Just attempting to discover that comfort, inviting that comfort here. And working with the sensations. And maybe the palm again is to the back, pressing into the back of the head. Finding your breath. And just being kind of observant of the mind, maybe the stories that are arising. No reason to be attached to them, just simply observing. As you inhale, reach the arm up and bringing both of the palms to the sides. And here we're going to extend the palms to the back so the fingertips are out. What we want to do is we want to broaden through the shoulders, kind of maybe drawing the shoulders to the back, allowing for the weight of the body to be on our arms, keeping the fingers spread out. And maybe we're just gazing up to the sky, or maybe there's an opportunity to lift the chin and kind of drop the back of the head down. Just notice what feels good for you. I have certain discomfort in my neck, so I won't deepen it too much. But just take a moment here to find your variation, broadening through the shoulders, opening the heart. And then very slowly, we're going to walk the palms towards the hips, just coming to a kind of seated position here as we were, and begin to walk the palms to the front. So taking the counter pose, we're going to lengthen through the arms here and just slide forward. So as you notice that lengthening in the arms, you may feel certain sensations, maybe in the shoulders, the back. You can stay a little bit higher. Just find your own. And here, if you would like at the next inhale, maybe kind of bring the fingertips together so the wrists are lifting up, just lengthening through the arms and also activating the wrists. And then exhale, spreading the fingers out, maybe reaching a little bit forward. And again, inhale, come back onto the fingertips. And then exhale and release. And from here, I'm going to keep sliding to the back a little bit. So we're going to, as we are sitting here cross-legged, we're going to keep the left knee bent, and we're going to extend the right leg out. But know that you can always keep your knee bent. So we have options here, variations, and what you would kind of an invitation here is to lengthen the spine, kind of press into the sitting bones. And as you do that, there's a little bit more space maybe here. So what we will do is we will turn towards the extended leg, just like that. Again, knee can be bent if needed. And we're going to reach arms up. And then as we exhale, we're going to frame the right foot with our palms. So again, notice where sensation is found in your body. Just kind of, we call it breathing into it. So breathe into that sensation. A few times. And then in the next inhale, begin to come up and bring the palms to the back. So to the back of the body, we're still facing that extended leg here. And just like we did before, you may extend if you'd like a little bit more, but just like we did before when we crossed our legs, we're here, we're going to slide the palms to the back and broaden through the shoulders. Maybe gaze up. Maybe just maintain that long spine here. And if you'd like, maybe there's an opportunity or desire to point your toes, flex the foot, spread the toes out. Just invite the movement in the body. Maybe there's a desire again to find that circular movement. Think of your toes like paintbrushes, painting those circles out. And then in, maybe even pick a color of the day. And then we're going to press into our sitting bones here and slowly come back up. Crossing the legs and extending the other leg. So we want to, again, find that adjustment. If you want to arrive to this pose with the knee bent here slightly, you may. So the idea is to turn towards that extended leg. And the one that is extended in front of you. And so as you inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, lead with your heart, kind of framing this leg over with the arms, with the palms. And if there's a desire, maybe just slightly kind of leaning towards the knee, maybe the heart is lifted here. So just again, just take a moment here to find the movement. And then we're going to walk the palms to the back. Extend through the arms, sliding the palms all the way down, lengthening through the arms. Maybe there's that space for the leg to get extended. And again, ease into this, broadening through your shoulders. Think about your heart just producing that vibrant sunshine there. Just into the world. And if there's again desire to lean to the back, right? And then coming back up and pointing the toes, flexing the foot, playing with it a few times, noticing the muscles in the front of our leg, lengthening in the back of our leg. Maybe spreading the toes out. Notice if that feels good. And as you spread the toes, just like again, just the paintbrush, right there. The toes like paintbrush. Begin to draw, to paint the circles. And then inward. Or just simply in a different direction. From here, we're going to begin step by step, walk our palms towards the hips, grounding through the sitting bones. They give us stability here. We're rooted into the ground with that support. So we're going to cross our legs again. Bring the palms on our knees. And with here, what we're going to do is we're going to press into the palms, just activating the muscles in our upper body and our torso here, front and back. So we're just pressing and maybe lengthening the arms here. But then we're going to place the palms on our heart and exhale round the back. Almost like protecting, cradling that heart. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, look up. Lengthen, press into the palms, long arms. Exhale. And maybe we're not looking up all the way, just to make sure that we're still being mindful of that spine movement, spinal movement. Maybe we're looking forward here as we inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead, open the arms wide and give yourself a hug. Here we're going to lie down on our mat and come into cobra. So with here, think about as you extend your toes to the back, think about where your connection is with the ground. And notice how maybe there's an opportunity to create more connection. So pressing into the tops of the feet, notice as you do that there is an activation in the muscles of your legs. And it almost like allows for that heart to kind of spring up, up, up. So almost like there's a string pulling the heart up. So we're going to bring the palms under the shoulders and press into the tops of the feet. And also press into the belly button. Again, give yourself that support and notice if there's an opportunity to lift up a little bit. Breathe in and breathe out. See if you can rest on your right cheek. And again, press into the palms. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out. Rest onto the left cheek. And we'll do this one more time on each side. See if you can grow a little bit taller, or maybe just lengthening a little bit more of the spine. Exhale, take a rest. Breathing in. Breathing. We're going to breathe in, take the gaze on the mat. And go ahead and slide the forearms in front of you, kind of a sphinx pose here in a way. And so from here, again, spreading the fingers out is usually helpful. And as you press into the palms, again, there's an opportunity to lift the heart higher, kind of broaden in the shoulders. So as you inhale here, lift up. And exhale, take the gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, gaze over the right. And a few times just like that, breathing in and out. In and out. Two more on each side, your own pace here. And we're going to extend or kind of frame the arms in front of us, stacking the forearms one on top of the other, releasing the forehead down, and then gently rolling it out, side to side. And staying connected to your breath. From here, we're going to go ahead and maybe the palms are stacked. We're going to bring the feet off the mat. Or maybe there's a desire to come into a little bit of the kind of movement in the spine, just a little bit more activation. You may lift up a little bit. You don't have to, if you want to just, protecting the back, just maybe just lying down here. So if you're choosing to lie down, you may kind of swish your feet side to side. And you may stay here. You may keep swishing the feet side to side. And if you'd like to try again, this is an opportunity to either stay there or just lift up and broaden again through the shoulders. Just allow for the heart to find the space here. Find that radiance. And exhale, release. Tucking our toes under, sliding the palms under the shoulders. So we're pressing into the backs of the toes, into the palms, lifting up, now activating the core here, and lifting the hips up. Go ahead and broaden through your knees, releasing the front of the body towards the earth. Feel the heart is, again, cradling between the knees. Allow for the hips to be down towards the knees. Maybe the big toes are touching. And it's okay if the hips are lifted. We may even spring back up into this. And we're going to lift the hips a little. Maybe bring the knees slightly in so the hip width apart. And release the elbows down, our puppy pose. So the idea is to just attempt to bring the elbows down But find the alignment so the elbows are aligned between the wrists and the shoulders. And easing into this, maybe there's an opportunity to draw the hips to the back. And finding the breath. Notice how the breath kind of travels in your body. Notice where it enters the body. Notice the path that it creates. And notice how it enters and then exits. From here, we're going to lift the hips up a little bit and slide the right palm just under the shoulder. So if the shoulder is lifted, that's fine. If you have a block or like a blanket, you may place it under the shoulder here to give yourself kind of bringing the ground towards you. So this is where we are at. So we can extend the left arm in front. We can bring it to the side, kind of to meet, so the palms meet together. We can lift it up. We can bend it and open up a little bit more. So again, try what you like. Just finding that movement for you. And next time you may try it the other way if you'd like. And so eventually we're going to walk the palm back to be overhead and press into the left palm and just giving ourselves a rise. Go ahead and switch the sides, kind of threading the left arm under their shoulder. And taking this time here again to settle in, noticing that there is an opportunity to ease through the edges of your body. Maybe again, if movement is desired, bringing the arm out to kind of both of the palms, kind of in a way almost meeting together. And then maybe open the arm up, lift it up, and then bring it to the back. Maybe there's an opportunity to open up a little bit more. Stay with your breath. And very generously, gently release the arm back in front. Again, just find your movement here so it kind of gently travels back. And press into the palm, giving yourself a rise. And we're going to come back into child's pose. So there's an opportunity as you draw hips towards the heels, as far as they go. There's an opportunity here to soften, kind of trusting the earth, that the support is always there. So allow for the earth to fold you. And if you'd like to broaden your knees, you may. Loving your heart. We're going to walk the palms towards the knees. And here we're going to come to, so we are facing the long side of the mat. As we're bending in the left knee, so we want to lift up so the torso is perpendicular to our ground. And we're going to continue with opening our heart. So creating those lines of energy. So we're going to bring the palm down here. And if you do, again, have a block or would like to use something, you may use a stack of books. Even the blanket is sometimes might be helpful. Might be a little bit soft there. So again, I'll show different variations, just extending the left leg out. And we're going to release the palm down. So again, the difference here is how the torso is, like the straight line. This one's a little bit down. And depending on your height, depending on the length of your legs and torso. So here what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, kind of sweep the left arm through the side, taking it overhead. And think about that line of energy. Maybe as you're pressing into the inner kind of side, that arch of the left foot, just think about maybe the energy coming from that heel all the way through the fingertips. Feel that lengthening. And again, inhale, we're going to kind of press into that shin, front shin, and the top of the foot. And again, know that you can always place a blanket here. We're going to bring the left palm onto the side of the left leg, reach the right arm up. And exhale, kind of deepening into it. Maybe here, or maybe here. Inhale to reach. Exhale, palm down. Inhale, reach. Exhale. It's okay if we're here. Just looks a little bit different. Inhale to reach. Exhale, palm down. Inhale, reach right arm up. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to kneel here. And our variation, kind of a camel pose. So you're facing towards the long side of the mat. We may, with the knees under the hips, we may go a little bit to the back if you wish, or just kind of explore what is here. We want to stay connected through the shins and the tops of the feet. So it takes that tension in the knees. So in a way, it protects the knees. Reach the arms up if you'd like. So again, variation of the camel pose. You may bring the palms kind of on the sides of the body here, on the hips. You may bring them to your lower back, bringing the elbows to the back, taking the gaze up. Again, notice what feels good for you. Sometimes we might go a little bit deeper, reach our heels and look up, lengthening through the front. So again, stay with your variation. Take 3 deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. On the next inhale, we're going to lift up, 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 just gently, slowly. And on the next exhale, we're going to come back to our puppy pose. So folding forward, releasing the elbows down towards the earth. Aligning them with wrists and shoulders. And maybe the toes are pointing to the back, or maybe they are tucked under for support, also for that ankle stretch. Lengthening your neck here. Maybe breathing into the back of your lungs there. Allowing for the heart space to expand and breathing out. And one more deep breath in and out. And we're going to slide the palms towards the knees again and switch the sides. So here, extending the right leg out to the side, staying grounded through that inner arch of the right foot. And take time to adjust. So the hips are kind of, the right hip is over your left in a way stacked. So if you have a tendency to kind of move here, think if you can open up just a little bit. As you inhale, I'm going to come up onto the fingertips here, and exhale, reach the arm overhead. Inhale, arm up. Release it, the palm down to the side. Give yourself a rise, exhale. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, deepen. And again, inhale to the center. Exhale, releasing the palm down, palm or fingertips. Inhale, right arm overhead. And exhale. Lift up, inhale. And as you lift up, press into the inner arch again of the foot. Breath in and breath out. Inhale to rise. Bringing the knees in And folding forward again, child's pose. And notice if you feel the energy kind of pulsating in the body here, notice if the heartbeat is more present, more notable. And just breathe into all those sensations. Whenever you're ready, we're going to extend along the mat. So, and as we do that, so we'll switch. We'll start with lying face down. So extending both of the legs out and both of the arms in front of us. Just like that. And think about like maybe reaching with the fingertips, like just think about reaching to the back wall, trying to touch it, and reaching to the front. So trying to kind of touch it. So feel that how the body is lengthening here. And from here, we're going to roll onto our right side, keeping this right arm here. If that is available, take an opportunity to adjust if needed from here. So we're going to bend the left arm, slide the palm towards us, and we can keep our legs extended and hips stacked one on top of the other. We can open up a little bit more. We can bend the knee, the top knee, step the foot to the back, and open the arm to the back. Staying here and slowly coming back. Switching to the other side again, we're going to adjust so we're facing down on the mat. Extend the body fully from the fingertips to the tips of your toes and rolling onto the left side, helping yourself with the right palm in front. Stacking the hips here if you'd like. And again, an opportunity is to kind of release maybe the head down onto, let it rest there on the tricep. And we're going to bring the, again, arm could be just up. And as we bend this knee, right knee, we're able to go a little bit deeper, just open up. And exhale, come back. Tag the toes under, lift yourself up in a tabletop. And if you want, you can lengthen again here, just taking this transition. And we're going to sit up. So the legs are going to be, one of them is going to be extended and the other is going to be bent. So I'm going to extend the left leg in front, bending the right knee. And here, as I do that, as I hug my knee with my arms, I'm lifting up, pressing in the sitting bones. And so from here, I'm going to bring the left palm, so right knee is bent, left palm goes to the back. Now see if we can do that. So inhale and lift up, taking this arm overhead. Exhale, release. Let's see if you'd like, you may just stay here and rest, hug that knee, or maybe try again. Inhale, reach. And exhale, release. Let's switch the sides. Just find the length in the right leg, bending the knee, maybe gentle hug here. We're going to slide the right palm to the back. And as you inhale again, press into the knee. Come up into the side, opening out to the right. Deep exhale here if you'd like, or catch your breath. And coming back. And one more time, or just simply rest. Breathing in and out. It's shaking. And then exhale, release. Interesting. All right, so coming back to our mat, we're going to simply just cross our legs here, just again for this moment. And repeat what we've done before, but this is a little bit different. We're going to cross the fingers in front of us. And just again, as you inhale, reach the arms down, pressing the palms out, and lifting the arms up, 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 all the way up high. Breathe in, lengthen through the back of your body. The front, feel that heart just opening up. And exhale, release. Let's do it 2 more times. Then just notice how that feels now as we're approaching the end. Inhale to reach. And exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale to reach. And exhale, release. Go ahead and bring the palms down on your heart. And here, what I invite you to do is, you may stay here and maybe close your eyes or soften the gaze, draw it down. Or you may lie down just like that. So lying down, maybe the legs are extended and the knees might, so the option is to extend, keeping the hearts on your, the hands on your heart, or maybe bend the knees and maybe kind of rest both of the knees together. And just choose your pose and take this moment to soften into the surface underneath you. Take this moment to notice your breath. Breathing deeply in through the nose, and then breathing out. Do you feel the coolness of the air over your upper lip coming in through the nostrils, belly rising, and breathing out, belly releasing and gentle, warm air coming out. Notice how the whole body is just breathing naturally. There's no force, no work to be done. And begin to bring your awareness maybe to to visualize. So visualize this bright yellow sunflower that is really kind of broad and strong and tall, growing out of the earth. And behind the sunflower is just a field of wheat. Notice the leaves, the petals on the sunflower. And feel its strength and its stability. And then visualize a little baby in the middle of that flower. Maybe hear the baby giggle. Maybe feel that sound of giggling, that energy coming towards you, that happiness, the joy. I think just take a moment to appreciate and to deepen that experience, maybe opening the senses. Maybe there's a sound of the kind of gentle wind. Maybe the sound of the birds singing. Maybe there are sensations of the warm sun on your skin. And notice where you feel the warmth. Maybe there's a gentle kind of coolness from the breeze. So that little baby in the middle of sunflower is you. And so I invite you to connect with that inner self and just maybe think about how that energy, that laughter that is radiating, kind of coming out from the baby, how it is also coming towards you and in a way merges with you, merges with that sensation of joy within you, with that happiness. And think about that, your heart, and think about that beautiful, radiant inner smile, your heart smiling. Maybe your lips are gently smiling as well. And notice how that makes you feel. And hold on to this kind of sensations, these feelings. Anytime, whenever you need to take a pause throughout the day, just remind yourself what it feels like to feel that happiness and joy and peace. And as you inhale here, either you're lying down or sitting up, allow for the arms to come to the sides and reach above your head. Bringing the palms together and then exhaling them towards your heart. And maybe an opportunity again to place the palms on your heart. And one more time again, inhale, sweeping the arms through the sides, greeting yourself, welcoming yourself. And then exhale, palms back to the heart. Just feel that heart. You may blink your eyes a few times. Just softly, the lids are opening, just inviting the rays of light coming, peeking through. Maybe feel the sound of your heart beating. Notice what that feels like. And very slowly, if you'd like to wiggle your toes, kind of fingers. And just allowing yourself to come back. Maybe if you're lying down, allow yourself to sit up. If you're sitting up, maybe there's an opportunity still to kind of find that movement. Find that movement in the body, taking extra stretches that you might need to take today. Maybe, again, either twisting or leaning. Notice how you feel. And I don't think I have my book. Let's see. Let me grab a book quickly. And I wanted to read this story or this, let's see, maybe it's just a, here you go. Right. So I don't think I've loved this one, but oh, I've read this one. So it's called Shy One by John Mandel. So in the still hours of the morning when I sit with you, I know you love me, and tenderness towards all swells and bursts. So within my heart, like a tulip bud in spring. But then the day takes you away, and I walk alone again in busy world. I hide my wound with smiling face and wonder if and when we'll meet again. I know you haven't left me. I know It's I who have left you, yet the world pounds my mind and body with heavy hand and drives you from my heart. Shy one, hold me close. Keep your tender eyes on me. Remember me, your child, when the world tears us apart. All right, I will close with this. I thank you two for joining me today. As always, may you feel that peace in your heart. May you feel that happiness in your heart and continue to explore this, discover this world with curiosity. And again, thank you. Namaste.